We back.
We are back.
We back, brother.
After a little bit of technical difficulties, we're officially back. Now, I just want to introduce Grant, and Grant's has a very interesting story and a very interesting background. And Grant actually came in, and I started working with Grant when he didn't have any online experience, any business experience, sales experience, anything like that. And he wanted to start building out a coaching program from at home to make some extra income online. And so I reached out to Grant a little while ago. I think it was at the beginning of February, end of January of 2019. And right now is March 20th. And just to see what his goals, what his plans were, and where he wanted to take his online programming. And so we got to talking, made an arrangement, and started coaching Grant in the middle to end of February of 2019. And so Grant went from having very, very minuscule experience of social media marketing, as well as any sort of sales experience. And he was able to, within a week, he was able to make $450 with how many Instagram stories was it? Did you end up doing and you were able to nail 3 clients with?
Probably like 3 or 4, honestly.
Yeah, 3 or 4 Instagram stories. And how many followers did you have?
500.
500? Oh, that is crazy. How much was the program then?
At first it was only selling it. I was only selling it for 150 for 3 months.
What? That was 150, right?
150 for months, yeah.
Yeah. So he was able to get 3 clients with that with just 3 or 4 Instagram stories, which is crazy. With only 500 followers as well. That is absolutely nuts. So that was $450 right then and there. Right away. So this is why I wanted to talk with Grant. Grant's actually my first fitness client that I've gone through in my coaching program. I usually work with real estate professionals, but I wanted to work with Grant. I've known Grant for a long time. We went to elementary school together. We go back a very long ways, and yeah, I enjoy working with Grant. He's a great, awesome guy, and I just wanted to share Grant's story a little bit and how he got started online and how he was able to make more money than me with like 4 posts than I did in like 3 months of doing e-com. And that's without Grant spending any money whatsoever on any advertising.
Yeah.
I was spending money on advertising, and he made way more money than me in the first 3 months that I was doing e-com. So that's why I wanted to share Grant's story. And so let's go back a little bit and what you kind of do, what your program does for people in the fitness niche online.
All right. Well, basically, so I understand that people believe there's this conception that you have to go to the gym to get fit. That's the basics of it. Everyone says, "Oh, I can't work out. I can't afford a gym. Oh, I don't want to go to the gym. It's too far. I don't have time for the gym." Right? But I got to a point in my life where I couldn't afford a gym, and I'm working my day job like 12 hours a day. And I still wanted to do my fitness goals. So I was determined. I said, screw that. I'm going to get from home. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to reach my goals from home. And I feel like I'm in the physical condition of my life, which made me want to help other people do the exact same thing. There's so many people out there who can't make it to the gym. And I thought, I have my own niche. It's unique. Not a lot of people do it. I'm going to reach out to the people who can't get to the gym. I'm going to help them, and I want them to reach their goals, not feel like they can't reach their goals because of their life situation. No matter your life situation, I think you can reach your fitness goals, and I want to help other people do that too.
So that's awesome. That's what people should be going into business and doing is you're seeing that there's a problem with a lot of people, and so many people, they spend a lot of time going to and from a gym, and they don't really know how much time they have, or they don't live very close to any sort of gym equipment and stuff. One of the guys that I follow, his name's Sam Ovens, and he actually did the math in his head for how long it took him to go to the gym and back every single day, and kind of equated to how much he was losing in a day for that time, and how much time he could be saving and going towards other ventures and stuff. So he was calculating that to go to and from the gym, to put your stuff in the locker, put your stuff in the locker, get ready, and then just find suitable equipment. It would take him probably around 15 to 20 minutes each way. So he did the calculation inside of his head, and he came to the conclusion that he was probably spending about 2.5 hours a week, over 2.5 hours a week, just going to and from the gym. And it was just like, whoa, that is crazy. That's 2.5 hours of my time. So what's my time worth, and how much was the gym membership? So he's a bit more wealthier. So he was actually able to build a gym at his own place.
That's my dream. Yep.
Yeah. To solve his issue of going to and from the gym. And it's worked out wonders for him. And so when you came to this conclusion and you saw that there was a hole in the market, and that you were kind of that test dummy right at the beginning, when you wanted to start meeting some fitness goals and not have to go to the gym because you're just exhausted from going to work all the time. When did you find out that there was that, when you really wanted to start helping people out and start growing a training business in personal fitness?
I think it all was like a little process here. Like the moment I realized I couldn't afford a gym, because I'm also a professional wrestler as well, right? And that's my other dream too. And when I couldn't go to the gym, I didn't want my lack of being able to go to the gym prevent me from my overall performance in the ring. So because of that, I was put in a really hard situation. And when you're put in situations like that, you're by more emotion than you were before. And so I pushed myself. I was determined, okay, I'm going to reach these goals. Don't need the gym for it. I'm going to figure out a way to do it no matter what, which I did. And because of that, I'm like, wow, I don't want anyone else to have to suffer because of financial reasons either. Like, because I almost did, and I didn't want to. I want to be able to help other people do it because of that. I didn't want other people to suffer or go through what I went through as well. So because of that, it pushed me. I'm going to help other people, and that's what I want to do.
Yeah, so many people have full-time jobs, and only a few very fortunate people have like a company fitness monthly plan or yearly plan, or they actually live close by to a gym themselves as well. It is really crazy to kind of see how much money goes towards a gym. Like, how much does a gym usually cost per month before getting any personal training?
Oh, it depends. Like if you go to like a public gym, basic gym that's filled with like honestly 50 plus people a day, that's only like $30. But if you want to go to like a good gym, it can cost up to like $80 a month. It's insane.
So that
I was going to a gym. Yeah, I was going to a gym for a while. That was probably about 80 a month. It was insane. Like, but when I went to Snatch Fitness World, but like it was crammed all the time. $30 a month for that one, but crammed all the time. Not to mention waiting for equipment. Sometimes you're waiting for equipment for like 20 minutes, which goes into your time thing, man. Like, who has time to sit there and wait 20 minutes to use a piece of equipment, right? Like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, like $30 for a basic gym where you're wasting more time than money, or like a good gym where you're spending tons of money, right? Plus, without having to pay for a trainer either.
Yeah, so let's just go with the middle happy medium, and let's just say it's like $55 on average per month, between 30 and 80. So it's $55 per month. So that's a minimum of $600. That's like 600. That's like 660, around six. I don't know what my math is right there. So 665 or something like that. 660. And that's before tax.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah.
So that's how much it costs to equate to go to the gym, and that's not including the time that you're spending going to and from. So when Sam Ovens, he built a gym, he built his own personal gym at home. I think it was like $1,600. So if you're going to a gym, if you know you're going to go to a gym for 3 years, he just made his investment back just in 3 years, building a home gym. And a lot of people don't really think about that. And then when you equate just going to the gym, there's a lot of the time people just kind of give up, or they don't stick around because they don't have someone there to encourage them, to keep them going, to keep them motivated, and to have the discipline in order to continue to go every couple days and
Yeah.
to get new workout plans and stuff. It's very hard. So how much would it cost then to have a personal trainer on top of a gym membership?
Personal trainers, they'll charge you like $300 a month at those gyms.
300 a month?
They'll charge you like $300 a month, and they won't even customize the plan for you. They'll just put together some plan that they think is good.
Yeah.
They won't even customize the plan for you. They'll say, "Oh, eat no carbs, eat high protein." They'll tell you on this crazy diet, make you do workouts you don't enjoy. They want workouts that you want to do, right? They'll do workouts they want you to do. They won't customize it for you, and they'll rob you blind, man. That's why I see so many people that have, like I've heard from so many people even, that they go to Steve Nash and the personal trainers there, they're certified and whatnot, whatever, but one, half of them aren't even in good shape. They're not even fit themselves. Like, you can't have a personal trainer not even in good shape himself, the motivation in that. And two, the majority of them don't even come close to reaching their goals. I've never had a trainer from there, but from my experience, from what I've heard from other people, that their personal trainers aren't passionate about actually having their clients their goals, right? Which is a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're spending money on it. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, a friend of mine used to work for one of the big fitness gyms here in the greater Vancouver area. And he told me that while being there, he was mostly just a salesman. He was a personal trainer there, but he was mostly just used as a salesman to essentially just go bug people that were in the middle of their workouts to try to get them on personal training, which is kind of like kind of annoying, because when you're going to the gym, you just want to spend the least amount of time there while getting your workout done. And then if you're getting bugged by someone who's only kind of there to bring in more clients, that involves a big revolving door, I find, because then if you're spending the majority, he said he spent the majority of his time doing that instead of actually doing personal training. You can kind of see that if you're spending more time in sale and trying to sell the program, then you're kind of neglecting the clients that you already have inside of your pipeline, because you're dividing up your time. Which is crazy, and which he thought was really crazy as well. And that's why his clients just kept, like, it was a revolving door where he would have to continue to get more and more clients to come in. And so he was continuing to spend more and more time doing sales instead of actually paying attention, because it's all about getting new membership. That's all that was. Wasn't even about keeping members. It was just about getting new names, new numbers.
Turnover.
Yeah. So it's just about a big old massive turnover.
Yeah. Treat gym like it's a restaurant.
Yeah, essentially a fast food restaurant. So tell me a bit about mixing all that together in the job that you already have. So you're trying to find a way to solve a problem of trying to save up as much time as possible so that you don't have to go to the gym, come back and spend probably 90 minutes to 2 hours going to and from, and then being able to use the machines that you're actually working. So you're spending almost about 90 minutes to 2 hours getting all your workouts done. How were you able to balance that out with being a professional wrestler too?
Well, it's hard. I mean, especially with the day job as well. I think my day job's actually prevented me a little bit from pursuing wrestling to the fullest that I want to do. Not in full control of my schedule, right? So, and another thing, working out at home, that gives you more time to pursue those things. It gives you more with, okay, I can work out after wrestling, before wrestling. I don't have to go by the gym's hours. I understand there's 24-hour gyms out there, but pardon me, there's not. They're not all like that. So if I'm able to, overall, the main goal, I don't want to work my day job. I want to help people full time to create my own hours, work at home myself, schedule when I want to work out around when I need to go to wrestling as well. When I have to wrestle for like shows, whether it's just training, other wrestling events that I need to go to, so manage all that around without having that day job, get in the way.
Yeah, 100%. And
day job, man.
Yeah, it's all about kind of exploring your time and just seeing where my time is going and what do I actually really want to get out from my time and what my actual passions and what I actually want to get out of this life. And so you have to find different ways in order to balance time or to
Yeah,
balance something else out and be able to scale something without actually having to give up much of your time, or you're kind of using that time in a very much smarter way, essentially. So instead of doing 8 hours of going to work for, say, like $200 a day, you'll spend a couple hours a day and then get 2 clients signed with your program, which is $300. So
absolutely.
yeah, so it's just kind of equating the balances and just seeing what kind of time and effort it needs to in order to get fit. My ultimate goal is to reach a minimum amount of money to sustain my passion, which is wrestling. And
Absolutely.
yeah, so in order to get there, I need to be able to make X amount in order to fuel that. So
Mm.
take me through the process then of your program and what it includes for someone that doesn't really want to go to the gym anymore and wants to save up more time and be able to work out from home.
Basically, well, I'll start off. I'll talk with them. I want to figure out. I'll talk to them about what their goals are, what their needs are, what their restrictions are, where they get to, their goals, all that stuff. And then from there, I would create a workout plan for them. So it would go usually 3-month program. I'll give them 1 month time, get feedback maybe near the end of the last month, so I can adjust from then on to see how it's going. Do they need harder? Do they need some easier? So I can constantly adjust, just so I can give them the best possible experience they can and the best chance to reach their goals. Not to mention, I know diet's kind of a hard thing too, but because I never believed in a meal plan, because meal plans are so hard to stick to. Like such a small percent stick to them. I simply give meal advice. I'll give them just don't eat this, try to eat this kind of stuff, all that kind of stuff. And honestly, any help with the exercise they need, because I want to be accessible for them to for questions, because a lot of online personal trainers, you can't really ask them a lot of questions all the time. So I want to be one of those trainers online that they can be accessed. You can ask questions about their program, so they're not given a program and stuff, thinking, I don't know, I'll just kind of try to do my best here, because they're online personal trainers not accessible. I want to be accessible. I want to be able to ask me questions. So I want to be able to set up things with them when I can, once a week, so they can ask me questions about their program, any other questions that they need.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And being able to do that and adding that personal touch in there,
Yeah.
which separates people that kind of like, I've made my money all up front. I just kind of like, I'm going to let them go. And here's your workout plan. And just like hit me up in a month from now or something like that. You're right there with your clients on
Yeah.
step-by-step basis in order to ensure that they are successful. So I did the math on my phone. I don't know if you guys were able to see me look down, but I did the math on my phone for how much a personal trainer mixed with going to the gym is. So we did an average of, say, $55 for the membership to the gym, plus an additional $300 for personal training per month. So that's $355 a month. So if you do this for a whole year, that would be $4,260. That's a decent amount of dough, especially here in the Lower Mainland, when most of our money all goes to housing and rent and stuff.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a decent amount of cash flow that's kind of leaving by just going to the gym and then coming back. That's not even telling you how many hours you're wasting as well. So how much is your program, and how long does it go for?
I offer. Firstly, I try to offer a 3-month program, because one, I find that having a longer program will help motivate you to keep going. Because sometimes I find if you just do month to month, you figure, let's get through the month and I'll be done. But if it's a 3-month program, they're pushed to reach their certain goals, because they're like, oh crap, my next month's hard. I better work my ass off to get there. So I want to give them that motivation as well. And two, for me, I want to give them different options as well. So like if they can't afford a full 3 months, I'll say, okay, here's a 1 month, try it out, see how you like it, right? 3-month program right now I'm charging 150 for 3 months, but if they choose to go month to month, I go 120 if they want month to month. So the 250 is quite a good deal for them to do.
100, yeah, 100%.
120 for a month.
Yeah,
120 for a month, 250 for 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah, we just went through the math. It's $355 for a personal trainer and to go to the gym. It's $355, and and with you, they're getting $250 for a personal trainer that they have on demand, and they're able to have legitimate access. So if you're doing a personal plan just for them, you're not just kind of getting something out of like the checklist of like of something that like, hey, I just want to get stronger upper body. Oh, here's this workout plan or whatever. You're very specific with your workout plan, so you're getting all this value, $250 for 3 months. That is crazy amount of value. What you're actually doing. That's kind of what separates you from the rest of the market as well.
I'm not here just to rob people blind. I want to help. I want to make them actually attainable goals for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, personal trainers are super expensive. I get that. Trust me, of all people, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I never had a lot of money. That's what I'm working towards. But right now, I could never afford a personal trainer. I want to make a personal trainer something that's real to have. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I want to combine that. Okay, you can work out from home. You can have an affordable personal trainer. You're actually going to get real help. And that's the kind of trainer I want to be. I don't want to be like those other trainers. I've learned this from experience. Like, I don't want to be like those guys because I was never able to have one of those personal trainers. I couldn't afford one. Even the crappy ones with Steve Nash, I couldn't afford them. Right? I couldn't afford a crappy personal trainer. I want these guys to be able to afford a good personal trainer.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, fitness shouldn't be impossible. I don't believe that.
Yeah,
they shouldn't be.
See, Grant is very motivational. I feel pumped up right now just sitting like right by him, let alone for like my workouts and stuff.
I'm a drama queen. What can I say?
Yeah, I love it, man. So let's go back to the process. So people know what they're getting from you, what kind of product that they're getting, what kind of service that they're getting, what the price point is for this. So let's talk a bit about your sales process and what you're able to do in order to get that first stream of income coming in only like I think it was what did we say? It was 4 Instagram stories.
On that 4 Instagram stories, pretty much.
Yeah. So
I can't remember exactly. A couple stories, a couple posts. That's about it, right?
Yeah. So 4 Instagram posts / stories, and we were able to translate that into $450 worth of clients. Right at the beginning. So kind of take me through the process of what you did right at the beginning in order to nail 3 people. And once again, I'm just going to repeat it. You only had 500 followers on your Instagram at the time?
Yep, 500. Yeah,
500 followers. So not even a full blown. He doesn't even have a swipe up story, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't even have the swipe up, and he was able to make.
That's the goal. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the. Yeah. And he was already able to make $450 from his Instagram. So take me through the process of how you were able to convince people that your program was the right fit for them. And let me know if you actually knew those people prior to actually going ahead and working with you as a personal trainer too.
Well, one thing you taught me is the power of proof of content, in which I had already kind of started doing, but I wasn't doing it deliberately. So the moment and you showed me proof of content, and you showed me
was it content or concept?
Proof of concept. Sorry.
Concept.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, proof of concept, and my bad. And then
I thought that like, oh man, I talked about content, and I'm like, whoa, that's like a whole.
No.
That would be awesome. If I can mix both of those things together.
Mixing up his words. So yes, you taught me about that, which I was already not deliberately. So then I started doing it deliberately, and then you also kind of told me about sharing my story and whatnot. So I kind of wanted to combine those 2 things. I combined how I had no money to afford a gym, and I had to grind it out from home. So I thought, I'll show you I want to show people how I did that as well. So I shared them how I wasn't going to let it stop me from getting my goals. I'm going to reach my goals from home. And honestly, I got people from 3 different 3 different markets, honestly. Like one person was just, she was an older lady, mom who worked really hard, and she didn't have time to go to the gym. She didn't have the motivation to go to the gym. Honestly, she found the gym kind of intimidating. And then she's been on program now for probably just as long as we started, and she's loving the program. Another girl is actually a girl that's going to be a wrestler right now as well. She's another one that I locked down, and because of my story, how I was able to wrestle through working out from home, and motivated her to do. So I nailed her down as well. And another guy, he was always like a soccer player, a skinny soccer player who was never able to build muscle. The gym never really felt right for him. And then he saw my stuff and was motivated by it too. It's like, oh, okay, he can build muscle. Why can't I too? He's a skinny guy who built muscle. Now I can be a skinny guy who can build muscle. And it's really interesting how I was actually able to nail down 3 different clients through just proof of concept, sharing my overall story as well. It was insane.
Yeah, you didn't have to create anything. It was just sharing stuff that you've already gone through yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I just told the truth out there. I just told them what I've been through. Before, like I thought, oh, it's just something everyone has to go through. And I'm like, no, not really. You know, it's kind of a unique story that I have. Once I realized I had a unique story of my own, share it. Go out there and share it. Why keep it to yourself when you can help other people with it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Storytelling is always the key, I believe, to advertising and to marketing, and having a story that goes along with the product that you have, and realizing that you know your target market because you were your own target market, so you knew the pain and what kind of sacrifices that you had to make in order to actually just go to the gym and stuff, or even just to be able to work out from home. So you did all the trials and tribulations. You did it all yourself first, and you figured it out. Because I saw one of your transformation photos from 5 years ago to now that you uploaded.
Yeah.
And that's very strong and very powerful stuff, because you spent 5 years of training yourself from home.
Yeah.
And so you've perfected your own system, and being able to systemize it and have the determination and to know what kind of workout plans work the best with what kind of like body types, and because your body changed over the last 5 years, so you're gonna have to switch over and do a whole bunch of different workout activities in order to keep up with your changing body. So you kind of went through there for your current clients, and you were able to be the test dummy for them. So and all you did was just share the story of what you went through like being a professional wrestler as well. And it just resonated with these 3 clients that came in over the span of four posts on Instagram.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, my transformation photo was back when I went to the gym to calisthenics and improve insane. Like just for an example, like I was able to change my body from stopping from going to the gym. If that's not proof enough, right? You don't need a gym. Clearly, my body's improved for the way better. Like it doesn't comparison in those pictures. I'm like completely baffled I'm able to do that, right? Like it's insane.
See, that's really funny. Would be used for an ad, like a good ad, like pointing down, just say gym body, which was the one 5 years ago, and this one on the right be like it's like at home workout body or something like that, or your program's name's body. So that's the difference between like go to the gym and your own program itself, which would be hilarious. I think that would be hilarious, but that's I love that process and how you're able to resonate with these people, just over organic Instagram posts, and just sharing your proof of concept and your story with people and your attractive character. And that was without any paid ads, correct?
I didn't do any paid ads, not one.
Yeah, not without spending any money on paid ads. Like it took me to make $450 online. It took me about 3 months, and that was just with e-com, and that was with And I think that might have only been revenue as well, thinking back on it. So
Damn.
like what, and that's the other thing I want to ask you, did you have to spend any money whatsoever in order to, for like anything, in order to get those 3 clients right at the beginning? Or did you just share on Instagram?
Not a penny. Didn't take a penny out of my wallet.
Yeah. Oh, that's so interesting. That it
It's basically what I was doing before, just with some sort of intelligence and structure.
yeah. That's so crazy to how fast, because sometimes things just happen so quickly that you've actually just need a little bit of push in order to just kind of bring it out there to get people kind of motivated, because you thought about doing this for a very long time. I'm sure when we were talking about it, you thought about it and trying to sustain yourself, and you're sick and tired of living the 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 or whatnot, going out to
It was even that simple. Yeah.
yeah, going out to work every single day, just kind of doing like medial tasks and not really liking it or enjoying it. And you wanted to make better use of your time so that you can pursue being a professional wrestler. So, Grant, I just want to thank you for sharing your story and giving a lot of people hope for
Yeah, of course.
for just starting out online, because you started out with no sales experience, no online, like you didn't do any e-com first. You just was a guy with a very good product, and you knew that there was a need for it in the market. And you just needed a little bit of push just to kind of like share your story and whatnot.
Yeah, it's just a kid with a dream.
Yeah, just a kid with a dream. I love it. So where can people find you and look you up, be it on Instagram, which I'm assuming is your most active social media account, and also anywhere else where people can find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Granty Sale. Granty Sale, so Grant with a Y, Granty, and then Sale, Sayle. Pretty much just my name. And you can also find me on Facebook at Grant Sale Fitness, where I'll be posting a little bit more on there now as well. But if you want to really see my workouts, go to my Instagram account. I try to be as interesting as I can. Post all sorts of kinds of workouts. Plus, you'll be following my journey in my wrestling career on there as well.
Yeah, 100%. That's the most fun part, is just seeing wrestling. And for those of you that are fans of wrestling, definitely check Grant out. A lot of this stuff, a lot of his videos are just crazy acrobatics, and I can't even do that. I just get sore just looking at them, and I just can't believe that he does that every single day and just puts his body through almost pain just for entertainment kind of sake. And that's kind of the life of being a wrestler. So so that was your Instagram. So your Instagram is Granty Sale, and your Facebook is Grant Sale Fitness. Is there anywhere else that people can reach out to you too, or find out where the program is?
Not at the moment. I've got a YouTube page that will be in the works, so stay tuned for that, guys. Stay tuned. I'm gonna have some cool YouTube content one of these days. It's a project that I'm working on, so I look forward to seeing you guys on YouTube as well.
Yeah, adding to the pipeline, because it was kind of scary. I think it was about a week or two ago. I think when we met last week, there were some troubles with like Facebook. So there's like the messenger wasn't really working very well. So it's always good to kind of spread out a little bit and have about 3 or 4 different social medias that are spread out across different platforms. So say a LinkedIn, a YouTube, an Instagram, and a Facebook. But I think your advice, though, Grant, would your advice be just to focus on, say, one social media right at the beginning, perfect that, and then move on to others?
Absolutely. I would say, like, I find, just from my own personal experience, if I'm not focused on too many social media platforms, I can really narrow down and learn how to deal with social media properly. Like Instagram took me a long time to figure out how to do it properly. And now I feel like I'm generating more likes all the time. I'm generating more viewers, getting more followers. So I would say find one social media platform I think it works best. Hammer down to that one. You can work on other ones a little bit, maybe, but like really hammer down to one first before you get really going.
Awesome. Yeah, man, this is great. Thank you so much for your time today. I greatly appreciate
it. Thank you, sir.
I know that you want to go out there and get your Instagram plan of attack done. You want to be able to sell more programs, And
Absolutely.
and yeah, so you can find Grant at Granty Sale on Instagram, also Grant Sale Fitness on Facebook, and Grant's and beware for his YouTube channel. And you can also find him, I think it was grantsale.com, correct?
Yeah, you can rantsell.com if you want to come on my landing page and get going.
Yeah, awesome. That's where people can find out about the program, right? On grantsale.com.
Absolutely, that's right. Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. I greatly appreciate your time today.
No, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Awesome.